Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gopherwatch League Twitch. I am War, joined with Fedora on production and Trey as my co-caster. Today, we're going to have an absolutely amazing match between the Pokhara Pusheens and the Awesome Anglers. The Pokhara Pusheens are coming in as the 4th seed, while the Awesome Anglers are currently tied for 7th seed. So, Trey, what do you think about this matchup? Any bold predictions for the night?
Bold prediction, right?
Yep.
Pusheens 3-0.
Okay, that's a pretty bold prediction if I do say so myself. May I ask why?
Because I'm biased.
I
Anyways,
see, I see.
this should be a really good game. The Awesome Anglers took the whatever team, uh,
Most guys.
the MS Guys to a Map 5 banger series, proving that they're actually probably, a little bit better than 7th seed. 7th seed's
Yep.
kind of underrating them. And the Pokhara Pusheens, only team to, take a map off the Imps, ruining their perfect season. So, both these teams kind of powerhouses. Both, I think, are underrated a little. I'd put the Pokhara Pusheens higher up in my power rankings. So, I think this
mean,
should be a really good game.
if we are comparing this to the Iceland Imps, right? Because, this is an Iceland Imps cast, and I think it's fair to do so.
Yep.
The Awesome Anglers got 0-3'd against us, but the Pokhara Pusheens did take a map against us. So technically, wouldn't you say the Pokhara Pusheens have a bit of an advantage?
Yeah, that's why I gave them 3-0. We're such a good team, Taking one map off us is like,
You're basically like the second best in the league
And
at
before
that
we
point in
lose
time.
3-0, we lose
Yep.
3-0 our next game.
Who we been playing next week? I have no idea.
That Trout.
The Trout?
Yo, I can't wait for that game to happen. I'm gonna play support for at least one map.
Oh, let's go. Wait, are you leaking our strategies to the entire 15 viewers we have right now?
I leak all
Wow.
of our strategies. We're gonna play some form of 7-man
And
Shanghai
some form
comp.
of Shanghai comp. All right, we do have a prediction out in the chat, by the way, everybody. Who wins Nepal? Very, very simple prediction, as the map of the week is going to be Nepal. Thoughts on Nepal as a map of the week, Trey?
Well, I personally enjoy Nepal. However, I am changing my prediction to a 3-1 in the favor of Pokhara Pusheens.
Okay.
And there's kind of a curse that happens with Anmal. He's from Nepal. He can't win Nepal. He always loses Nepal. So I'm quickly gonna be predicting the Awesome Anglers.
The Awesome Anglers to win Nepal, but the Pokhara Pusheens to win everything else?
Yep.
But if every single other map was Nepal, then the Awesome Anglers would just dominate,
they
right?
take it, yeah.
Yeah,
Easily.
okay.
Yep.
Any insight, team composition wise, or
We're probably gonna be seeing, Brawl on Village Classic on Sanctum. We could see some either 6-man comps or form a dive, or honestly from the Pusheens we could very well see some double shield. Because they are known to abuse double shield a little bit. Classic.
I just want to say, interesting fact. As of right now, when I'm looking at the chat, there's only 10 spent on the Pokhara Pusheens, and it's currently me. So there's just emphasis. Somebody vote for the Pokhara Pusheens on Nepal, okay? Just somebody vote for them.
I'm looking to
All
it.
right.
Actually, to be fair, on the Nepalese Narwhal Season 2, I'm pretty sure we did win a map on Nepal, breaking his year-long loss streak.
Year-long loss streak on Nepal. Wow.
Yeah. But, this is kind of classic. We are seeing Brawl from the Anglers. This is kind of what you want to expect. You want to put Booney on his signature Ryan hero. He also is a very good Winston, but, Ryan's his carry hero. Bonesy, you want him on the Doom. So most likely after the Sim TPL swap.
5, 4,
I can see Anmal. He doesn't really want to play Risa, although, he is the god Risa, but they'll be running out on Brawl, so we get a little Brawl mirror in here.
And it's a pretty solid mirror. We see the Sim just utilized to TP the team out, and then Mikey with the switch onto Reaper, as well as Bonesy onto the switch onto Doomfist. Like, characters they can both do well with, and the duels I'm really looking forward to as we're going in is Mikey versus Bonesy, and then also we have the Purple Jesus versus Booney, because all these players are standout players. As you can see, Purple Jesus is already going in. Batblast Lamp invested early by Herbology, but it doesn't even matter. Mikey supports the picks, and manages to find 2 onto the awesome anglers at this point in time, but Bonesy really showing up thus far, finding picks on basically their entire backline. It doesn't matter though if he's not getting value or being able to make space. He already built up Meteor Strike. Oh my gosh, Bonesy, you're absolutely insane. Just taking as much space as possible, and now the fight's turning in favor of the awesome anglers.
Yeah, that fight right there should have just been one for the Pokhara Pusheens. Mikey went into the backline, killed both Baptiste and I believe the Reaper, I want to say. However, off some heroics from Doomfist, aka Bonesy, managed to turn that booped Ribber off the map, gaining like
basically a bunch of positioning. And I mean, Bonesy, you can see just camping out in the corner as of right now, trying to get as much value as possible. And it's so easy to get value. You can see Deadeye utilized. Gonna be timed a little bit off. Sonic Chronic's bomb comes in. It's gonna be a trade 1-for-1 thus far, but Purple Jesus jumping in, getting a lot of value, and the Shatter also coming through with the counter, the Reaper ult from Mikey as well to sort of deny this space. That's actually gonna be a few ults used on the side of the Pokhara Pusheens, but I think that's all right because they're able to flip over the point.
yeah, a few good ults from them. End up winning a fight. You know, didn't actually use all too much. Used the Shatter, Blossom, High Noon. You still have both those support ults to commit with, and they are holding close.
Yeah, deciding to hold close. I really like this strategy, especially because he can utilize a BAP window so clinically in this area. It basically forces their team to not even push through the choke and forces Nathan to get a little bit of pick damage, but you can see, I mean, Bonesy already looking for value, but getting shut down. You have the Death Blossom from Amiro, not even able to find anything because the lamp is just so powerful in a situation like that, and they're doing a great job of holding close. Now, I'm really wondering why they don't just go the opposite direction.
Yeah, we're most likely going to see them do that right here, and then look for an engage from Bonesy, counterpins the Reinhardt, and a huge shatter from Booney. Takes down 3, counter beat from Bronx in order to save them. Doomfist ult committed. However, the picks are going in the way of the awesome anglers, with Zelos finding a pick onto Nedier, and Bonesy's going to clean up this fight.
Bronx should be able to sustain a bit on the point if they don't get on and contest. You can see the contest coming through at this point in time, but this already, Purple Jesus is back. They should be able to maybe push this to around 99%. Nathan also with a Deadeye, unfortunately not able to find anything. Bomb dropped by Sonic Chronic on top of the point. Again, just utilized to deny space, but they're doing a great job of just holding on to this point to its last second. Even a BAP lamp just to protect Mikey. Mikey actually going to be able to get almost out with his life there. Unfortunately, not able to, but somehow Bonesy goes down, so it's going to be a 1-to-1 trade.
Yeah, that was actually a really good stall from the Pokhara Pusheens, on top of getting to 9-9. Well, they're engaging really early, and as well, Bonesy did fall from map, and a huge shatter from Purple Jesus. Basically just solo wipes the team, and that just should be the map win for them.
But Bonesy able to get back in time, but no, absolutely shut down by Purple Jesus. Purple Jesus just showing up on the point, and yes, you're right. That should be the map win for the Pokhara Pusheens.
Yeah, that kind of all came off the back of that stall. From that stall, Kerbology was forced to commit window, as well as Rebro was forced to commit the... not Rebro. Nash Browns was forced to commit the bomb. Or Sonic Chronic. Yeah, there we go. Sonic Chronic was forced to commit the bomb. So, you know, you trade 2 ults for a little bit of stall, as well as Bonesy falling off the map leads for an easy recontest for the Pusheens. And, you know, they're at 9-9 and they have ults. They'll just straight up win that fight.
They will just straight up win that fight. And for this fight, I mean, Prod, make sure you go look at the spray that Kerbology's using. Fedora, you better go do that. But for this fight, we're gonna see basically the exact same team compositions coming out from both teams, which I think is gonna favor the Pokhara Pusheens as they were able to win it. But I'm looking to Bonesy to get a little bit more damage, a little bit more power on this map.
Yeah, I do like this map better for the Doomfist. Easier routes to engage from and also escape. However, Booney gets a little too aggressive and does fall. The punch from Bonesy needs to be insane. He does do a bunch of damage. And, you know, he's building up his ult fast, but Pokhara Pusheens just know they need to play this slow. The anglers are down the Reinhardt, so it's hard to engage.
Pokhara Pusheens are able to contest at the last second right before the point is going to be flipped over, but trades coming through both ways. Herbology with the Baptiste lamp, but now Nutty with Baptiste lamp on point, and Booney just completely trying to stay alive on the point. Not going to be able to hold it down though. Mikey with some serious damage out, and Pokhara Pusheens are going to take the point and force an actual reset from the Awesome Anglers.
Yeah, the one benefit for the Awesome Anglers is that they will have the Shatter and Doomfist ult coming in. However, you just gotta say that Ultra Pokhara Pusheens are just gonna be better. You got both support ults as well as this Deadeye. Deadeye, not really a high value ult, but it could be huge here if he commits it. Bonesy uses Doomfist ult.
Doomfist ult completely countered out by the Baptiste lamp there. Luckily, they're going to be able to take some high ground for the Awesome Anglers and control a lot of space on the back of Sonic, Chronic, and Bonesy. They're going to actually find a lot of picks on that high ground, and now able to drop down to the low ground. Purple Jesus can't really do anything in a situation like this. Reaper's actually going to invest the Diva Bomb. I'm not sure about that choice right there. It will sell out the point a bit, but I'm not sure if it got that much value.
Yeah, it didn't really get much value. You know, that's another crucial ult wasted. Coming to this fight, all you're going to have is the Blossom and the Beat. Both very good ults, but, you know, the Awesome Anglers just have the ults to match. A well-placed window from Herbology could easily just win this fight for them without even really much contest from the Pusheens.
Looks like they might not get the value that they exactly want, but looking for the value with a Deadeye is Zelos. Not really going to be able to find much of anything in this situation, but picks are coming through, and Bonesy gets one, but unfortunately gets traded out. The bomb's gonna come out, but luckily the counter is out from Bronx, able to create a lot of space. Mikey's on the point, trying to get anything he can, but not really able to find anything. It's an all-out brawl just near the middle, and it looks like the Pokhara Pusheens are gonna be able to gain the advantage in that. We got Sonic, Chronic, and Amiro still up, still kicking, trying to stall out the point as much as possible. The DMET kindly comes through. Bonesy drops back into the contest, but Purple Jesus with the pin right there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, great play from Purple Jesus. Cleans up that fight single-handedly, but I think it all comes back to Bronx. Sonic Chronic committed a bomb engage out the right side, and Bronx perfectly reacted with a tempo beat in. They beat in, get aggressive, force the beat from the Anglers, and from there they can just win the fight.
It's always a small thing that wins the fight, but there's going to be no small things in Booney's favor as he does hit the Shatter but only finds one, and now his entire team completely cleaned up. It's just going to be, I believe, I don't even know if there's anybody left. You can see Zelos just trying to run for his life in the game, and now they have to reset and might only have a chance for one more contest.
Yeah, Purple Jesus hit a really good pin there onto the Baptiste. Once your Baptiste is dead, you know, you've lost all that sustain. From there, it's going to be very, very difficult to survive. Purple Jesus opting to go aggressive. Rubber commits the bomb, but Purple Jesus pins Zelos out of Deadeye. Bonesy does find the Baptiste. Bonesy finding two in the backline. However, his team is just dying all alongside of him. Bonesy's going to need to, you know, hit a 1v6 play here. He commits the Doomfist ult. Probably just opting for a last second touch, and he should just die here.
Unfortunately, gonna go down there. I mean, we do have the Zealous back with the contest. It should be able to stall out a bit, but a bit is kind of a long time in a situation like this. Luckily, Booney's able to find Purple Jesus. That may be enough, but Mikey and Nathan, the DPSs for the Pokhara Pusheens, absolutely showing up and denying the point in any way possible. Bonesy able to make it back to the point. That's the person I'm looking for to find picks, but not really able to find anything. The sustain does not come through, and the Pokhara Pusheens are able to take the first map.
Yeah, honestly, just great play from them. You know I said that it was going to go into the favor of the Anglers this map, but, you know, that was just because of the curse that's associated with it. To be fair, I did originally predict 3-0. I think Pokhara Pusheens are the second most dominant team in the league, in my opinion.
The second most... Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's a bold statement that I'm not going to necessarily comment on. Almost 69% kill participation for Mikey. Very, very close. But Nuttier with the immortality fields absolutely showing up. You can see Epic awarded there. And Purple Jesus with those pins. Those are some of the craziest pins to just win a fight. It felt like Bonesy was getting value as much as possible. And the entire support line was just being pinned off the map. But the next map choice, basically said instantly from Bonesy, is going to be King's Row.
Yeah, this is a map that both these teams favor. You know, they're both pretty brawl-heavy teams. So we're just going to basically be seeing a raw brawl mirror until the off chance that Purple Jesus team, the Pusheens, just opt to go double shield. but I'm expecting to see a lot of brawl here. So, KR is not really a difficult choice to go with. The main thing that we have to see is whether Bonesy sticks on DPS or goes to tank, and he'll be sticking on DPS.
Sticking on DPS, and I think that's actually risky. I mean, you lost on Brawl twice in the previous maps, and obviously this is a different context. It's a different playing field. It's a completely different map. However, I think if you're losing Brawl objectively, it's going to be hard to win Brawl. And when you have players like Purple Jesus, Mikey, I mean, they have a fairly dominant Brawl as well. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think this mainly just comes down to the Anglers actually don't have a 7th player here tonight, so I don't think that they can run their Bonesy tank lineup. Usually,
okay.
yeah, he does opt to play the Doomfist here a lot.
Look at the spray. Look at the spray, Fedora. Go look at the spray. Come on.
Such a good spray.
Such a good spray. Anyways, continue.
Bonesy, this is a very good Doomfist map, and they also are playing that Mei, which, is a very good hero and very impressive. This basically just forces Onmal to play a lot less aggressive, even if he doesn't necessarily want to, because he can easily get punished, especially against the Mei plus Doomfist comp. So it's kind of up to Bonesy to set the tempo for these engages.
Yeah, Booney says, do not fire strike the door. Purple Jesus proceeds to fire strike the door, and Booney obviously a bit mad about that, so now going in, they do have the bath lamp, but a lot of damage taken by the awesome anglers, but still looking to go in as Bonesy actually finds Purple Jesus already, and they're able to get some fairly good sustains, kind of on the back of Sonic product with all those crucial bubbles at the exact right time, basically able to push them off the point. Now it's just Nuttier Nathan going for a recontest. Purple Jesus is able to get in last second. Looks like the last second contest will be coming through, but will they be able to sustain Purple Jesus? Another bat lamp used, but Booney using the main tank differential gets the pin onto Purple Jesus. That's the player you need to shut down. And it seems to be somewhat of a losing fight. Nathan trying to find any value off of the Deadeye, but not going to be able to find anything, and the awesome anglers should be able to capture the first point.
Yeah, great play from them. It all comes off that engagement. The Pokhara Pusheens kind of just backed up into this back area past Hotel, and Bonesy just had all the space to engage from, and if you leave him to, just fully engage on your team cleanly, he's going to get some value. He isolates Onmal, kills him, or Purple Jesus, and kills him, and from there, it's just all up to Pokhara Pusheens to get a very good re-engage, which they did pretty well, but just not enough to get enough value.
Yeah, they need to find some way in, some way for anything, but it's going to be so hard with the Mei ultimate coming through. Mikey actually doesn't get frozen there, but in utilizing the Death Blossom onto Kerbology, but Zelos easily finding that pick immediately after. Nuttier going to use Bat Lamp, but amazing job by Zelos of just completely denying all of that space. Now it's just on the back of Rebro, looking to push out the entire enemy team of the Awesome Anglers. Unfortunately, going to get DMAX, but has the bomb to sort of use in a situation like this, but the Ice Wall is going to come through, deny Rebro basically any value. Now stuck in the library, going to just try to get out as best as they can. If not get out, maybe stall as long as possible, but it's so hard to stall against somebody like Booney.
Yeah, just over-aggression coming out, and the Anglers want more. They're trying to play aggressive here, finish off some kills. Maywall does miss. Onmal just trying to hold space here, but you kind of got to be worried for this Space Jam combo. Grab and Doomfist ult coming in here. You got to counter with the beat and hopefully not burst through it.
That is such a good name for a combination, and there it is! Space Jam combo, do we get to see it? No, I think it's actually going to hit somewhere else. The focus is going to be a little bit off, but the focus from Booney is going to be enough to find one pick, backed up by the Baptiste amplification matrix as well. Mikey's going to be able to find a little bit of sustain on the point, but they need to find more picks, and Booney's just the only one finding picks on this point, asserting the main tank differential, and maybe KR was the choice here because Booney is absolutely showing up, going all the way to the enemy spawn.
I actually have no clue where Sonic Chronic's grab went. I was looking for the Space Jam, Bonesy was looking for it, like he couldn't find the grab, so...
Behind the Maywall, I believe.
Oh, okay, Zealous Maywalled it.
It was too big brain.
I see. But Engage coming in right away, Bonesy on the flank. Misses his E, and Nathan should be able to punish him. Oh no, Bonesy punishes him back.
Feels like the only punishment is going to be in the favor of the awesome anglers. You can see so much value just off of one May ult, and even though Mikey is able to find a pick, he just gets taken out immediately after. They're having a good solo sustains, but it's not going to be enough in a team game. And Bonesy just the fact their names are so similar is just annoying me every time. But Bonesy just going in on the enemy team, it doesn't even matter. He just wants to fight them, even if it's at their spawn doors. He is just charging in. He basically backed up. The May ult should be able to deny the Deadeye fairly well. It's gonna shut down Nathan with the help of Bonesy there. Reaper ultimate, but unfortunately gets completely denied out of it. The bomb going in the air from Rebro, trying to find any space, but actually not going to be able to find anything. But the Grab probably going to be able to find a lot more in a situation like this. Going to slow down Rebro at least a bit. Mikey's back for the contest, but it's going sort of both ways in a situation like this. Zelos just trying to sustain, going for the May ultimate, but actually going to get eaten, I believe. And now it's just a Miro, and they probably have to reset here.
Yeah, they had picks, but some great style from the Pusheens ends up actually saving that point. Purple Jesus making the swap to the ball.
They'll swap to the ball. Eventually, just gonna swap back though, because Reinhardt's gonna get a little bit more value in a situation like this. You can see Firestark was already eaten by Sonic Chronic as Booney just asserting his dominance, asserting the main tank differential, but did he expect the May from the other team? Gonna get caught out, and I love that May swap. Gonna get a ton of space for the team, and now Rebro has found a way to take the high ground. They've demeched and completely taken out Sonic Chronic. They're gonna have to go in with a different game plan. Zelos on the high ground, but Purple Jesus just chasing after like an absolute madman. They've pushed them back so far.
Yeah, I love these swaps from the Pusheens, swiping Mikey onto the May as well as Nuttier onto the Moira. This kind of prevents Bonesy from playing the Doomfist. As you can see, he swaps to the Cassidy. Another great hero of his because he's just such a talented player. However, you know, you really want him that Bonesy Fist. And yeah, he has to swap off it. Beat engage comes out from the Pusheens, and that should just be a teamfight win.
It's such a dominant ultimate, but I believe they used a lot of ultimates with that. They used the Moira Coalescence, and also Nuttier doesn't have the ultimate built up, so all they have is going to be the tank ult and the May ultimate as well. So I'm wondering if that's going to be able to hold the test of time against a team that basically has 5 ults.
Yeah, Blizzard is a very powerful ultimate. If he gets this down, they could just straight up win off that, but it's up to Sonic Chronic to maybe eat it. We'll have to see. Bomb finds one thing. The Blizzard doesn't really find ultimate value, but it does create a lot of space and kind of isolates Sonic Chronic, which does punish him. Bonesy gets punished on the flank, and that should be a team fight win for the Pusheens.
The Pusheens are doing an amazing job of just staying together. The May walls are absolutely perfect, and you can see the feed isn't the Pusheens, it's just all Purple Jesus. It's literally all Purple Jesus. They're speeding him in, they're giving him basically as much time and as much speed as he needs in a place like this, and just able to do so much. You can see going in on their enemy team already. The Coalescence is going to be able to back them up already, but the beat from Miro is going to come through.
Oh
Not
my God.
any huge picks. Shatter also on Booney. What was that?
The jump shatter coming in from
Okay.
Booney. Finds 3 and basically solo wins that fight. You know, this is kind of a tale of the 2 Reinhardts right now. Bonesy getting a lot of value as well, but you know, it's up to this Reinmere. Purple Jesus now is the shatter, and a huge shatter just wins that fight.
Will it win the fight though? I mean, oh no. Unfortunately, Nuttier and Purple Jesus able to get in, gets all the picks they need, and I think the entire awesome angler taken out. That's going to be a team kill, and that's going to be the stall right before the end of the third point. 69 meters into the second, so good round, but they were just able to hold out at the end.
Yeah, you know, 3rd point Kings Row where all time banks go to die. The anglers coming in with like a 4+ minute time bank ends up, you know, not even completing the 3rd point. Great plays from Purple Jesus as well as Mikey to get a lot of value and finding kills.
Yeah, finding whatever they need. And I'm wondering what they're actually going to roll out with, especially with the DPS lineup. I mean, I love the swap from Mikey onto May. It felt like that was able to enable the team a lot more. And Nutty are actually switching to Moira, I believe, built up 2 coalescences in the span of about 2 minutes. So that's absolutely incredible. And it seems like that might be what they're sticking with. Obviously, Mikey going with the Widow for initial picks. We'll see exactly what he switches on. And I don't know, Sonic Chronic, Booney, and the rest of the awesome anglers really have to show up in some type of way here.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking at Bonesy to get maybe more value on this Reaper than he did on the Cassidy. Cassidy, he got a couple of picks and did some damage, but never really found the same value he did on Doomfist. However, at the point with the comp swaps the Pusheens made, you just couldn't run, you could not run Doomfist anymore. So we'll have to see whether, I think it's a Tale of the Maze and Ryan's here, which May can get a better wall and which Ryan can, follow up on that.
Yeah, and both Booney and Purple Jesus have been so good on the follow-up, but it's a question of, will the team enable them to do that? The Maywalls come through, basically denying the entire site. Both Ryans get froze at the exact same time, but it's going to go in the favor of the awesome anglers thus far. Booney just lighting up the kill feed, finding every pick possible. It's going to be a clean team kill again for the awesome anglers, and it's just going to be a quick reset. The ult advantage is still in the favor of the awesome anglers, but it is pretty close.
Yeah, good play from them. Zelos didn't have the greatest wall, but however he did freeze Purple Jesus, which gets them the team fight win.
It's all going to be on the back of these ice walls. Zelos gonna use theirs, and also Mikey gonna use his at the exact same time, but nothing really found until the shadow comes through. But Purple Jesus going in with that pin, gonna be able to create the space for their team that they need, but unfortunately going down immediately after. Now Booney just trying to hold out as much space as they can, but not really going to be able to get much in this game thus far. The first point, it looks like they're going to be able to get at least half of a cap. I think they're waiting for the awesome anglers to get a full regroup, and the Maywall just comes through again, and Booney just gets shut down.
Yeah, he just got insta-burst there. It seemed like they were waiting for Bonesy to get on high ground. Booney would go in and touch and get pocketed, while Bonesy would go on the flank and with the Blossom, but Booney tries walking in and literally just dies. There's no way to say it any other way. There's no other way to say it. He just walked in and fell over.
Yeah, and you don't really want to do that basically ever. Interesting decision. Actually going to be sticking Nuttier on the cart and using a Miro as way to speed the team back up, but hopefully going to be able to regroup with Nuttier as Booney and the rest of the awesome anglers already back, already there, and Grab comes through, actually finds 3 or 4, but luckily the beat is going to be able to deny that. Bronx actually may be able to sustain the fight, but unfortunately not. Zealous and Sonic Chronic both there to clean up, and now Purple Jesus and the rest of the team stuck in a corner. Luckily going to be able to get made walled up, but unfortunately going to be taken out by Zelos.
Yeah, Mikey tried melee while I'm out, tried to hit the big brain strategy, but it ends up just staggering Purple Jesus out a little. Honestly, I would have liked to see Mikey commit a Blizzard when he got grabbed there. I think he had a pretty good Blizzard lined up. However, maybe they just called an ult reset, don't ult, go next fight. But coming into this, Mikey does have the Blizzard advantage, could get big value from this. Emerald does have to beat the counter.
Yeah, Bonesy in the exact same position, basically every single time, able to escape, but the team is not, and Purple Jesus and Mikey able to clean up just on the back of that May ult. They're able to find every pick, but no, but Bonesy, I have no idea where Bonesy is, but drop it down to contest the card, and not going to be able to get any value from that. And interesting play by Bonesy, sticking in the exact same hiding spot as last time.
Yeah, all I'm saying right now, Purple Jesus currently with 20 final blows to Booney's 10. Booney's making some swaggy plays, but he's not necessarily the one finishing everything. Purple Jesus is making plays and finishing the kills off.
And they have a 4-minute time bank going into this fight, as well as a lot of advantage with the overall momentum, but something that's going to be able to counter the momentum, maybe that beat. They're going to look for the beat engage, but not going to be able to find it. The Maywall just too powerful, and now we have the
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That was actually disgusting. I mean,
Pause, Fedora. Okay.
So,
Wow.
wow, okay. As you can see in the feed, you know, Nathan Nuttier, fine 5. That's pretty good, right? You
Nathan's
know?
high noon was just so good. He kills 5 and literally kills Kerbology's game. It kicks Kerbology out of the lobby straight up. That's a powerful high noon right now. The window high noon. Wow.
The window high
That's
noon,
powerful.
insanely powerful, and now they only have one ult to play off of. Luckily for them, the Pokhara Pusheens really have nothing. Boonzy gonna go in and actually gonna be able to get a lot of space, but with still a 3-minute time bank, I'm not really worried for the Pokhara Pusheens. As long as they know when to reset, they're gonna be able to build up ultimates, and they did find a couple picks in that fight too, so that's gonna be able to help them sort of slowly build up their ultimates and wait to go in. But this might be the time to go in because Rebro has the ult, and Mikey may be able to build up the May ultimate as well.
Yeah, this is kind of their fight to win it. Although Sonic Chronic also does the grab. The grab May ult should just be such a good combo. Sonic Chronic's mid's ult early though. Not a great grab to be honest, unless if Rebro gets punished, which he does. Okay.
Mooney's actually gonna knock Purple Jesus off the entire map, and it may have not been the best grab in the world, but it worked out for situationally. You can see Bonesy actually opting to switch to the May and sort of mirror their composition a little bit more. Thinks maybe they can get a bit more value on May, but it's the question of, I mean, will the walls come through at the right times? And Mikey, also very, very good at May, but I mean, as of right now, Zelos and Booney split off the team, but Maywall's gonna come through, basically disabling Bronx from healing the team. Eventually, gonna get breaking up, but the shatter by Booney, absolutely insane there. Zelos gonna be able to capitalize on those picks, but the beat is gonna be maybe enough to sustain. Bronx able to get in, grab also utilized, and they will be able to get a lot of point progress from this. Bonesy and Zelos still up, but Bonesy, Zelos both taken out by Rebro and Nathan respectively. The question is, will they have somebody contest? Yes, Booney making the switch onto the ball. They only need to get it about 4 more meters, but that's going to be a long task. Nathan already finding one, and they're able to sustain as a team. The freeze also coming through, but counter freeze as well from Booney. The question is, which one will be able to create more space? Which one will be able to keep the team up? And it's going to be the Pokhara Pusheens who are able to sustain on the point and able to take that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Booney kind of trolled that. He landed a big shatter, but he tried going for the flank shatter, kind of messed up his timing, so Nathan was respawning. And Nathan essentially solo killed him. He forced Booney's team to peel a lot, although Booney did land a big shatter. There was just no follow-up. Look at that high noon, wow. And it kicked Kerbology out of the match too.
So it basically a 6K, right? Because
yeah, no, that's
out of the
better
map.
than a 6K. A 5K plus kick someone's PC.
Yeah. You can see Kerbology just shocked. That's what you missed, by the way, Kerbology. When you're gone, if with a single BAP, I don't even know if a single BAP lamp would have been able to save that, assuming the timing's right. But I mean, still absolutely incredible from both Nathan and Nuttier. I'm liking the fact that Bonesy didn't just instantly call the next map. They're maybe thinking about their decision to mirror the brawl again. But
Yeah,
I mean, we know double shield is very valuable for the Pokhara Pusheens as well. So I don't know.
Kind of worried about this. Do you go a dive map? Okay, wait. So they are gonna run the Bonesy tank lineup. So I guess they can do this. Usually they'd have Mighty Dwarfin on DPS instead of Sonic Chronic. However, Sonic Chronic, don't really know him too much for this DPS. I believe he played Echo for ringing for a game. But other than that, not sure if he's mainly a tank player, right? Very good at it. However, Bonesy's gonna be locking the Hog. That's what I'm seeing. He's either going Hog or Zarya. They went Route 66, and in Route 66 against our team, he played Hog. So, I'm expecting a Hog lock. Can't do more.
Can't do more. But remember, against Route 66, he also inevitably lost against our team. But that was a different tank lineup, if I remember that correctly, and
No,
completely different conditions.
It was the same tank lineup. However, Zeus was kind of swagging out that map on the Ana. Literally
Very
just
true.
sleeping, landing every sleep dart on Bonesy, every nade, and then me and Fedora would just run him down. So, like, Nuttier, more known for that Bap Lucio kind of play. Frosty, main support player. So I'm not really sure. I know Nuttier can play Ana, however, I don't think it's necessarily his like main hero. I'd much more likely see a double shield from here. Ribber on the Risa, Nathan on the Sigma, with Purple Jesus on the Ash, Cassidy, Hanzo kind of heroes, and Mikey kind of flexing around wherever.
And information about Sonic Chronic, he's actually around a 2000 or 2.0 DPS. So I think I'm really looking to Sonic Chronic to see if they can get value on whatever character they're going to be using here.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting because it's kind of Anmal is a DPS, or he doesn't really play DPS much. He's more of a tank player. However, he is a Valorant gamer. He's pretty good at it. And Ash, you're just playing Valorant, so he can point and click. Although the tank lineup for the anglers might be a little bit better, I think you just gotta give the DPS lineup of Mikey Purple Jesus more credit in this. But we could see some big plays for Bonesy if he doesn't get shut down and he's playing Hog or Zarya. He can solo carry.
That is true. I mean, Nathan and Ribro also, if they're able to just sustain their team on the tank line, I think that might actually be enough against Bonesy and Booney. It's going to be very helpful for me now that they're on the same roll. Hopefully, not going to mess it up anymore, the two names. But yeah, I mean, so far it's been Pokhara Pusheens in an absolutely commanding position. But these past maps, all we've seen is a mirrored brawl with like one or two DPS lineup switch up, and then slight, I mean, slight support and slight tank lineup switch up. So once we get into different compositions, I'm interested to see how these teams will interact, how the gameplay will change.
Yeah. Let's see what they run out as. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see double shield versus Ball Hog or Sig Hog. I'd say that's the most likely outcome by a lot. However, I will say, if Bonesy goes Zarya, I think he'll get punished, but if he doesn't, I personally think his Zarya is more scary than his Doomfist. Wait, Bonesy on Ball. I mean, I could see this in
We're back.
last season. Bonesy played Ball and absolutely pounded. So even though it's not like the main tank that he plays, it's just Big Tracer and Big Doomfist. So yeah, we get some Hog and Ball torture going on versus kind of what I expected, the double shield. Nuttier expecting there to be a Hog, runs with the Ana. He wants to play to be able to punish this Hog, and probably knows that there's not going to be a double shield mirror coming in here.
Yeah, I mean, the Hog and the Ball just going to be going for the greatest flanks possible, but if they get called out, if they get denied any, access into the fight, it's going to be really hard for them to actually do anything against the double shield. They really have to time their engagements basically perfectly, and Bonesy's just going in as a solo this far and gonna get picked up by Mikey, and that's the significance of having a Tracer in a lineup like this. You're able to actually chase after your kills and able to find some at the exact right times. Booney going to just retreat, wait for Bonesy to come back, because you really need a full team to actually push this fight.
Yeah, a lot of people think that, in a double shield comp, you just gotta play spammy heroes. However, Tracer can be very, very oppressive with a double shield team. You can combo pulse, you can finish off kills, you can kind of punish this backline. Against Ana Mercy, Tracer's a very good hero. You'll force the Mercy to at least peel, or just get a solo kill on Ana. You could even solo kill the Mercy. It's a very good hero just to punish mistakes.
I mean, thus far, I was gonna say thus far, but Zelos and Bonesy able to find a few kills, but most of the kills were going in favor of the Pokhara Pusheens. They're able to do so well, and as long as they keep their shields up, they should be doing just fine, but unfortunately getting split out a little bit and losing Nuttier in the Ana. I believe that the switch onto Pharah is going to be able to give them a lot more room to work with different angles, because you have Bonesy in all different positions. Deadeye does come through from Purple Jesus, but not as big as the previous Deadeye from Nathan, unfortunately, and not really even able to find any kills from that. The high ground's completely denied there from Bonesy, and now Nuttier completely caught out. Luckily, Nathan and Mikey are going to be there for the sustain, but the Visor are going to come through from Sonic Chronic and should be able to clean up these kills.
Yeah, great play from them. However, Anmo and Mikey almost had a really good recontest there. Mikey punishes the Mercy, I believe, and Anmo nearly takes on the Pharah. If he gets that kill, they could easily turn that fight around. However, with the Pharah alive, just spamming out the tank lineup, it's very hard for them to confirm a good recontest in here. So at this point, you're kind of up to Purple Jesus to contest the Pharah, whereas Mikey will kind of punish this Ana soldier duo that happens. And
yeah, but I mean, obviously, as of right now, the Pharah is just backing up the Pokhara Pusheens. The grab only finding one, but it is going to be a substantial pick onto Amiro as Mikey helps out finding another player. But Bonesy and Booney just absolutely lighting up the kill feed, finding the picks that they need. The whole hog is going to be utilized in the room. Going to get a lot of space, but unfortunately Rebro just holding down that shield, holding down their high ground, and doing a great job of doing it. The Pharah ult barrage is going to be coming through, and that does manage to pick out basically both of the tanks for the Pokhara Pusheens.
yeah, Nuttier makes the swap to the Baptiste, more of a traditional hero. Maybe wasn't getting the value he wanted on that Ana. However, a late pick from Booney onto Mikey could just result in this fight being won, especially with that boot from Bonesy. Yeah, they don't get a recontest off that. And honestly, at this point, Zelos is getting so much value in this Pharah. Mikey might need to swap. I really like Tracer into the Pharah matchup. You can really force that Mercy to peel. However, if no one else can punish that Pharah, you know, the Pharah can just infinitely live.
And Mikey can get a lot of value, and may stick on Tracer until they actually build up that pulse bomb, because it could be absolutely massive. There's a lot of ults in the favor of the Pokhara Pusheens as of right now, and they have their entire team up, but the first ultimate going to be used is going to be the mines. Mikey able to take down Amiro, and Rebro going to be able to lose their ultimate there, but doing a great job of sustaining space. Bonesy just able to get in, and whenever Frosty's able to mark out Bonesy, if they do get that shutdown, they do get that value, but unfortunately Frosty's going to be the one who gets taken down in a situation like this. Bonesy just diving onto the back line of the Pokhara Pusheens and getting as many picks as possible. You can have double shield, but it's so hard to do a double shield when the attacks are coming from 2 or 3 different directions.
Yeah, I like the swap from Mikey onto the soldier. I think it's just some more consistent damage and pressure. I think the Tracer might be, you know, considerably the most optional hero. However, in this case, I think he can get a lot done on soldier and get a lot of picks, which, as you see, he already got value. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! That res from Herbology is interesting.
It was maybe a little bit risky, especially with the window all the way up on high ground, and they do have a lot of control, but the ult favor is going to be going over for the Awesome Anglers. If I'm the Awesome Anglers, I'm looking to close it out right now. I want to waste all 3 ultimates here and see if we can get basically this fight win, but Frosty could easily counter that with a well-timed rally. If Frosty is able to initiate this fight with a rally, that's gonna deny anything. You can see doing it right there, right on to their team, and the Flux to kind of follow up through, going to be able to find Booney, and Zelos also shut down by Nathan. The Visor is going to be utilized on the high ground for Sonic Chronic, but not really going to be able to find anything just yet. Actually, no, finds Mikey and able to maybe get a little bit more value here, but the Pokhara Pusheens do have the faster spawn. They will be able to get back in time. Purple Jesus able to win the DPS duel and able to reset back, but Booney just carrying the point as of right now.
Except for Purple Jesus comes through, gets 2 picks, 3 picks even, and just kind of dominates that fight. Purple Jesus, really good Tracer as well. as a raw hit scan player. This could be the more optimal pick. You put Mikey on the hit scan, a role he hasn't necessarily played in a long time, however, is very good at. You put him on the hit scan, you put Purple Jesus on the Tracer, because I think the Tracer is super good into the Pharah. So this could be just a better swap to punish him. However, Zelos does make the swap off of the Pharah onto the Cassidy. We'll have to see whether he gets the same value.
Yeah, the same value, have maybe not the same pocket, so now Herbology is going to be peeling for other characters that they do pop the Valkyrie to be able to, you know, protect the team a bit more, but into into single shield now as Rebro makes the swap onto Hog. Now going to be dueling Booney on the point, who has now actually switched onto the double shield for the awesome anglers, and Booney able to, you know, sit down on point, take all the time in the world, but Bonesy just going for picks and actually going to be working out in a situation like this. Sonic Chronic able to, you know, find every pick. The high noon's going to be utilized. That's going to shut down Rebro, and they're going to be able to get this point.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that Hog swap from Rebro. Maybe he was like, oh, yo, this Booney guy looks like he's having a lot of fun. And then decided to mirror the Hog, and then Booney's like, haha, you fell for my master plan, and then swaps a reset win. Maybe that was the whole idea. If so, you know, that worked pretty well. However, here I think we need Mikey to go a blue character. I think if he goes the blue Echo character, I think he could dominate.
That really works into anything. It would work into Pharah, and I feel like it'd also work into the other DPSs that they're running, because if you're not able to, you know, counter their team, you're not really going to be able to do anything. But you can see Bonesy and Booney sticking to the double shield, and the attackers are now going to be switching to more of a conventional dive with the Monkey and the D.Va.
Yeah, Mikey's teasing a soldier here. I do think this is just worse. Like, he's going against double hit scan, sure. However, I think Mikey would just dominate his Echo here.
I mean, this is a blue character. Soldier's kind of blue.
No.
Kind of.
Go on Echo, Mikey. Do it.
But Soldier's also slightly blue.
What I'm saying, there isn't a part of the song made about a soldier. You know, and a Mikey with a Mercy, you know, you gotta leash Mikey with his Echo, you know? But opting for a soldier, which I think is just not a really good pick here into this double shield comp, it's gonna be hard to get like consistent value off of it without just like, you know, perma shooting shields the whole time.
But I mean, maybe able to find if he's able to find some good flanks, and Nathan and Rebro are able to, you know, contest this high ground, it could be big. They already have utilized the on-a-nade on the side of Amiro and the awesome anglers, so a lot of utility utilized just to, you know, sustain this high ground, and an amazing anti there by Nuttier. That's going to enable Rebro and Purple Jesus to just jump on the awesome anglers on high ground, find a ton of picks, and Nathan still going in. Now they have a huge number advantage, and the payload's already been pushed more than halfway. As long as they're able to contest this high ground, there may not even be a recontest from the awesome anglers.
Okay, all I'm saying, I don't think the soldier got value. You know, that is just all off of great nature from Nuttier. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't think it's the soldier though. I don't think it's the soldier. That's all I'm saying. Okay, yeah, that was anybody.
Okay.
He was back until the cleanup.
Okay.
All I'm saying.
You do know a bit more than me, but
yeah. See, soldier death. Soldier death.
We're running. Okay, rezzed anyways, so you know, frosty diff at this point in time. But question is, will it be a Nathan and Rebro diff, as they are going to jump on the high ground? Unfortunately, gets antied, but still able to find Zelos, and Rebro's able to also find Booney. It feels like the tank lineup is just so strong. Rebro and Nathan cannot do any wrong here, and they're just going in and basically just team fight winning.
Yeah, you know, that was a tank and nano diff going in there. Nathan gets the nano boost, just goes absolutely crazy, dealing all the damage, and Rebro just gets the final blows, and you know, they get a team fight win right there. You know, maybe showing the significantly higher SR tank lineup of the anglers that, you know, they can match it.
They're doing a great job of matching it thus far, but so many ultimates just utilized from the awesome anglers, as well as on the side of the Pokhara Pusheens. Purple Jesus able to find the pulse bomb. And you can see the switch did come through. Booney not even able to sustain on the point. Now it's just Bonesy, but I mean, how much can Bonesy do as a solo on Sigma's? Able to get a ton of damage thus far, but in every situation just gets absolutely collapsed on and shut down against Nathan and Rebro.
Yeah, tank lineup from the Pusheens is absolutely going crazy right now. Bonesy says he can't do more. Locks Hog, deciding to get a little bit of a pulled pork combo coming in here.
5-minute time bank though.
Yeah, 5-minute time bank. That's kind of worrying. Purple Jesus going crazy on the Tracer. Love to see it.
Zelos also making the switch onto the Reaper. Not sure how recent that was, but I mean, might have to look for another switch because it obviously doesn't work against Mikey. Bonesy able to take out Mikey. You can see Rebros and Bonesy dueling out on the high ground, but Bonesy actually gonna get slept, maybe get antied immediately afterwards. They could potentially dive that, but unfortunately no anti coming through. And right now, Booney left to contest the payload, but completely suffocated, surrounded by the entire team of the Pokhara Pusheens. Picks are going both ways though, and if the awesome anglers are able to sustain, especially with Zelos on the point, they could get something, but the Nando's gonna come through onto Rebro. Rebro's just gonna dive onto Bonesy here, try to push them back as far as possible, but Bonesy with an amazing hook, but not gonna be able to find anything and get shut down by Rebro.
Yeah, that was a good ult from Nedier. Kind of a oddly timed nano, I thought, but Rebro does end up getting 2 picks off of it, which gets him in a great space to here. Maybe isolating Booney as well. Forces the E. Booney gets purpled and gets punished. Nathan executes a kill onto Sonic, and this should be a pretty good cleanup as long as they can keep him alive. Although Boney gets the nano boost with the whole hog. Finds 1, finds 2. Bomb committed from Rebro, trying to look for some value, doesn't find anything. Makes a lot of space. However, this should just be in the angler's favor. Yeah, it's on the back of Bonesy finding multiple picks with that whole hog plus nano boost combo.
Not really sure about the bomb, however, they do have both DPS ults on the side of the Pokhara Pusheens and still a decent amount of ult advantage. They could simply just win off the pulse bomb, but no, Bonesy, Purple Jesus maybe going a little bit too aggressive onto Bonesy, the captain v captain, the fight that we've been watching thus far, and Bonesy may have to retreat for a second, but they are down 1. You can see Purple Jesus actually making the swap onto Cassidy, though.
Yeah, that was a little troll from Purple Jesus, but Bonesy's going crazy right now. Does get punished, but he did find that pick on the Mercy. It can't be rezzed, although he cannot be rezzed, but yeah, you got closer respawns. It's going to be hard for the Pusheens to take some space off here without committing a bunch of ults. I'd say they're probably looking for a Nano Visor combo here. So we'll see if Mikey just runs down main, asks for a Nano, and pops his ult.
They asked for it. Oh, there it is. But no, Bonesy actually going to be able to take out Mikey, and now they're going to be down 1 going into this fight. And the question is, do they even want to fight this anymore now that they've lost Mikey and they've lost the Nano? Anti does come through, but it's not really going to be able to find anything as Pokhara Pusheens pushing all different angles. Now 4 ults on the side of the awesome angles, almost 5 built up, and it's going to be so hard to win this as even though Rebro and Purple Jesus are lighting up the kill feed, the whole hog from Booney. Wait, no, it's actually not going to be able to contest. I was looking at the completely wrong area, and Rebro just holding on to the point with the help of their entire team. The picks did come through for the awesome anglers, but it didn't even matter if the Pokhara Pusheens are just on the point.
Yeah, Bones is going to be pretty upset about that one. He legit couldn't do more. Actually, he could, but I mean, he kills 3 that fight. His team just kind of dies around them. Even though, actually, he killed 4 that fight, I think, throughout it. But yeah, they were definitely looking for a Nano Visor there. It ends up not mattering, but I saw the sad Mikey looks back at Nedier, calls for the Nano Boost, runs in, pops Visor, and then Nathan gets nanoed, or Rebro gets nanoed, one of the two. And then Mikey just dies. However,
They knew it was happening at that point in time. It was just like, on site, we know what ultimates you have, and we're just gonna, shoot the person who's about to get nanoed.
yeah, but either way, it doesn't end up mattering. Purple Jesus locking the Torbjorn. I hopefully our pride doesn't spectate the Torbjorn too much. We know he's a Torbjorn enjoyer. Probably judging the turret set up right here, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. This could counter Bonesy pretty well. However, Zealous is running the Pharah, is going to easily break the turret, especially with the position that's at right now.
I mean, Fedora can't spectate a turret if it's going to be broken out immediately. I like Zelos on the Pharah. It felt like they never really had an answer for the Pharah until it came into the late game. So I think the Pharah, especially on the first point here, is going to be able to get a lot of value through those shields, and that's going to be what they need. They need to find a way around the double shield. Pharah may be the answer to that, as unfortunately the turret does go down, and the Awesome Angler is going to be able to get a lot of progress, but I think the Pokhara Pusheens are just looking for one clean fight win. All the focus thus far has really gone onto the Pharah, but Bonesy says, maybe focus on me, because they find a pick onto Purple Jesus, and now the Awesome Anglers, with the numbers advantage, should be able to create a decent amount of control. Nathan's still holding down this high ground here, but going to get absolutely collapsed on.
Yeah, Mikey does find a pick on the Sonic Chronic, however, Nuttier will fall. This is up to if anyone can actually counter Zealous, or else he's just going to be free shooting, getting pick after pick here. Purple Jesus does kill Bonesy. However, will end up getting punished by the Zealous Pharah. Barrage committed from Zealous in a second. Yep, finds 2, and that's a point win for the Anglers. And the Pusheens are going to have overtime spawns here, so they're going to respawn much slower, and it's going to be very hard for them to get a early contestant here, if not, impossible.
Yeah, it's basically just free cart progress right now. Luckily, the Pokhara Pusheens have a little bit more ult advantage, and if they can get a stop, they have a little bit more time on the bank, but they want to get that stop as soon as possible. First, looking for the regroup, though. The regroup's going to be the most important, but Mikey's Deadeye, you can see, maybe already setting it up here, but unfortunately the support line is going to get dived by Bonesy. Luckily, Rebro's able to get the first pick and able to utilize the supercharger, but Bonesy just diving that high ground, though. And also, Herbology going to be able to find that res, but unfortunately the Awesome Angler is going to be still a bit down in numbers, especially with the picks coming through from Purple Jesus. Nathan doing an amazing job of just holding on to this high ground and just suffocating, absolutely demolishing the tank lineup and basically everybody on the Awesome Anglers. The overtime is going to be able to push a little bit of space, but unfortunately not enough.
Yeah, pretty unlucky. Booney was not able to commit the Gravitic Flux in time after Zealous ended up getting punished twice on the Pharah. Got punished once by the Nano Boosted High Noon, and then after the res was punished again by Purple Jesus, which although he kind of carried the first point, ends up dying early on second point, which kind of puts a hole into their attack. But I'm still on it. I think Mikey plays Echo here. They win.
Blue character?
But, yeah, blue character.
And Soldier doesn't count. Well, either way, Purple Jesus takes Soldier. Come on, Mikey. There it is. There it is.
Blue character?
Blue character. Love to see it. I mean,
better
it
not
was...
stop Mikey.
Yeah, it was a fairly good push from the Awesome Anglers, and it's still going to be a tall task. Obviously, this is going to be for the win. The Pokhara Pusheens are going to be leading 2 maps to 0 as of now, so the question of will we see the reverse sweep may not even come into fruition, may not even be a possibility unless the Awesome Anglers are able to put up an amazing stop right here and right now. I mean, Bonesy still on the hog, still thinking as of right now, can't do more, but the question is, will Sonic, Chronic, and Zelos, or Amir and Herbology able to find any value against the Pokhara Pusheens?
Yeah, I'm mostly looking at, can anyone counter Mikey here? He is going against double hit scan, but he is an extremely talented Echo player. So he should be able to navigate pretty easily around this, especially if Frosty, just, walks Mikey around on a leash the whole time as Mercy. Wait, there's a mosquito in my room.
But there's a mosquito in your room, unfortunately, so I guess I'll be taking over. What was he setting up for the hooks? But, I mean, just gonna get countered every time they go in, and can't really look for really this high ground if every time they go for the high ground, Sigma just looking at them instead. But they're gonna be able to give up the high ground and the point progress as well, but now it's going to be Mikey who's marking out Bonesy. They always have somebody marking Bonesy, and this is going to be great for a situation like this, but Nuttier actually going to be caught lacking. So is Nathan. Bonesy able to really come up huge, and that might be a fairly clean fight when the res is going to come through onto Zelos as well, and Sonicronic's able to finish up these last kills.
I will say, I think they should be on dive if Mikey's playing Echo. It's going to be super hard for him to engage. If he had, Nathan on that monkey here, which he absolutely dominated on their first attack with, I think that would just give Mikey a whole bunch of space just to go aggressive, because right now Mikey's trying to poke, which is just not going to work. He needs to get on a flank or just get in the enemy team backline and get kills here.
Yeah, and in my opinion, they also need to find some solution to Bonesy. If they let Bonesy just play their life, it's gonna be so scary. But Sonicronic with the nano visor protected completely out by Booney as well. That's gonna be able to find two. Now Frosty, the res potential gone, Mikey gone, Rebro gone. Nathan and the rest of the team has to find some way to recontest. Luckily, the respawns are going to come through. They are going to wait, but you need to get back to the point. You need to find some way onto this high ground, and Bonesy can kind of just body block here if they're not going to be able to find the touch.
Yeah, if they can get a touch in here, they're in a really good spot. They have 6 ults. Oh, they lift up the high noon, though. This could be bad. Bonesy finds pick on Frosty, finds 2 picks. Mikey does find Sigma. However, we're going to look for an ult from him, but he gets slept by Emerald, which allows a res to come through. Mikey copies the Cassidy, punishes his counterpart. However, I don't think it's going to be enough. Booney commits the flux, and that's a map win for the Anglers.
Should be just a map win for the Anglers. Frosty, nice try with that recontest. I always love recontesting like that. But, I mean, it's going to just come through. It's only a matter of time. I mean, Bonesy and Booney actually can't do more in their tank lineup, so it just worked out.
Powerful tank lineup. No one was really able to punish Bonesy. I'm not really sure why the Pusheens opted for a double shield there after how well their attack went with dive. I thought they would commit to the dive, make space for Mikey, but that didn't really end up happening.
I love how this play of the game is also going to be the C9 too.
Yep.
You get to see in the background, yay, 1 pick, 2 pick, yay, Pokhara Pusheens win.
Oh, look at Booney pushing that cart like a true hero.
Let's go,
6
Booney.
minutes, 10 seconds objective time. Yeah, and we're getting to 2-1. As I said earlier, we had I said a 3-1 for the Pusheens, so it could still come true.
Quick photo on TCP while it's out. Oh no, it's not going to be out long enough. I'm not going to spoil.
I will. They're vetoing. Let's go.
Let's go.
We should be getting a Blizzard World map. This is a map you can run double shield. You can run a ball comp. You can run a brawl. I'm going to say that the Anglers are probably going to run some brawl here. Hopefully see some a brawl mirror from the Pusheens, because they were pretty dominant on that brawl comp. Don't know if they necessarily need to change outfit yet.
I don't think they need to change outfit, but the question would be, would they rather run double shield if it's working if it work against a brawl? Because would that be better, or are they just gonna want to go brawl no matter what?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I guess it depends if Bonesy sticks onto this tank role. And even if he stays on tank, he could go Zarya in the brawl, but Booney's showing a little cockiness, his hog map. I know he's not gonna play hog here, but you know how it is. You gotta show off a little.
You do gotta show off a little bit, and with Bonesy, I mean, you never know. With the awesome anglers in general, you never know. You never know when Bonesy's just gonna say, well, can't do more. Give me ball. Give me hog. Give me basically anybody.
Yeah, really, to be honest, the only 2 heroes you don't want him on are Risa and D.Va. And even so, he's still, probably like 4-2 on those.
Looks like
maybe higher on D.Va. But his Zarya, this is, I think, his big hero. Yeah, he's mainly known for the Zarya plus Doomfist play. Believe he hit 4-4 on Zarya or 4-5. I'm sure I'll get corrected by someone in chat, but yeah, I think he hit 4-4 or 4-5 playing Zarya Doom. So very, very talented on the Zarya hero.
Very talented on the Zarya hero. And I mean, Bonesy and Booney, do you ever wonder, is that too much, power within the tank line? Would you rather, sort of diffuse some of that power to the DPS line? Or
It,
what do you
it
think?
depends, cause like yes, it's pretty one dimensional. Like you only have power. You could say you only have power in your tank. However, I think Zealous is kind of overperforming on the DPS throughout this entire season. He's been looking very, very good on it. So I think that kind of makes up for it. As long as you can have the DPS, get consistent value, and as long as your tank line is pounding, that can solo carry fights. However, Purple Jesus,
Yeah.
walking hog, can't do more. Doesn't want to play
Can't do
Lisa.
more.
Can't
Doesn't
do
want the
more.
double shield.
Shout
But
out to Ajay. Can't do more.
honestly, like, I would rather run the Braille counter right now. Make sure you check out Herbology's Hey Prod. I don't know what it is because I'm not Prod, but
Yeah,
Fedora
we
and the
can't
rest
look
of the
at
chat, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's something amazing. Why did you punch it? Oh my gosh, Herbology, what are you doing? You're throwing Herbology. If they lose, it's because Herbology
And
punched it. Oh my god, look at that punishment. If Herbology wouldn't have punched
Herbology lives.
if Herbology wouldn't have punched that, I mean, that wouldn't have happened. That's all I'm
Herbology
saying.
somehow lives there. I don't know how.
Yep,
Oh, we're getting a
rotation.
little wraparound. Really
Yeah.
raccoon rotation, except actually good.
I mean, it's actually gonna be quite the amazing rotation thus far. Unfortunately, Herbology did get antied, and Nathan's going to be able to find a pick onto Sonic Chronic, but they've effectively wrapped around to their high ground, but Pokhara Pusheens actually taking this amazingly, poking them from multiple angles, and even though Bonesy and Booney able to stay together and dive the Purple Jesus, it doesn't matter. The rest of their team follows, and then even though Bonesy is eventually able to shut down Purple Jesus, the rest of the awesome anglers just went down there, and it's just a clean fight win as Whalefish joins the lobby.
Yeah, all I'm saying, although Bonesy is such a good Zarya, the comp that he's playing against, it sucks to play Zarya into. It's very hard to just not get punished and, negate a bunch of damage. They have so much poke coming out, and Zarya only has 2 bubbles right now, and only 1 enemy bubble or ally bubble. Like, uses bubble, gets hooked, dies.
Or not even use the bubble, get taken out by Nathan, have Purple Jesus invest Whole Hog, have it find 2, also find the hook onto Miro,
Oh my
and
god.
clean up the entire fight because Purple Jesus just absolutely insane. That's the other thing that could happen.
Yeah, Purple Jesus coming out here with 6 final blows. Nathan has 5. All I'm saying, Nathan's more like, opening picks. Purple Jesus just cleaning up. I gotta de-hype Purple Jesus. I can't let his ego get too big.
Yeah.
Can't hype him up too much. Probably gonna get a hook here, I'd say. Oh, it misses it. Not good.
You can see, Grav complemented with, or no, not Grav, the Flux complemented with the Dragon. Usually not the typical compliment, but able to, still get a few picks in the favor of the Pokhara Pusheens. With Rebo just dancing completely around Bonesy. Able to stall out long enough for Purple Jesus to just come in, find another final blow. But remember, we're not hyping up Purple Jesus' ego. Gotta drop the ego, focus on the grind. And somebody who knows that most is gonna be Booney.
Yeah. All I'm saying right now, Booney's currently done a whopping 500 damage. Brawl's so hard to play in this comp. They're basically just going to be going for this ult fight right here, trying to commit every single ult to the game and hoping that they win.
Feels like
Meteor has
Booney's
to
just
transcribe it.
perma shield. But a lot of ultimates coming out. And on the side of the awesome anglers, they're basically just pressing Q whenever they can. The Transcendence is going to be able to counter that out just a bit, but unfortunately going to get taken out.
C9!
No way they C9 that. Oh my gosh.
Okay, in their favor, they were probably going to lose that fight, but they still had multiple people alive.
Yeah.
They could have turned that, but they probably weren't. Purple just
GG.
makes the swap onto the ball. Maybe thinking that he can do more. Yeah. But who knows? He currently is shooting at Bonesy's bubble, giving him charge, so not a good start from him.
I mean, he's doing more in favor of the awesome anglers.
Oh, very good engage.
Yeah, absolutely amazing engage. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to find anything, but you know, a little bit more charge for Bonesy thus far. But still doing a great job of disrupting, you know, their DPS line, ensuring that they can never get too confident in their position. And that lack of confidence is enough for Mikey and Rebro to find just a couple picks.
Oh my god, the shatter. The solo shatter on the
Shatter,
purple Jesus. Fine.
absolutely huge. Just
Finds
doubled
the
his
pick.
damage potentially when in
Oh
this
my
map,
god,
but
Nathan
Nathan
and
and
Mikey
Mikey.
dominating.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Nathan goes in the back line. I believe he gets a pick onto one of the supports, and then Mikey comes in, finds two, and they clean up Bonesy at the very end. Bonesy cannot do more. Locks Hog, tells Booney get on the Sigma. I'm on my grind set, and then locks Hog.
It's all about the grind set at the end of the day. That's what matters.
Drop the ego, focus on the grind.
The question is, will Booney focus on the grind in this map with a minute and 30 left to get 2.2? Rebro with the early dimensional flux, but Emiro gonna be able to counter it out. Actually, I don't believe it even found anything. The dragon also from Mikey, a little bit preemptive, and I feel like that's just gonna, you know, do nothing again. Booney and Bonesy shutting down this point, and then Sonic Chronic, a lot of value on this DPS, especially with Soldier, and able to build up just another ultimate and push out the entire Pokhara Pusheens. I was wondering if they're going to contest. No, they easily contest, and now in a great position for point 3. Pokhara Pusheens really have to reset, get back. Booney gonna be looking for this hook onto Frosty. Gonna miss it. Great dodge there by Frosty, and now Purple Jesus able to get back to the teammates, and they are going to be able to find a pick onto Booney and reset. But Zelos on the Sombra here.
Looking to probably punish Purple Jesus, does get a hack onto him and executes the kill. Great play from, I think the DPS from the Anglos are absolutely coming up huge this map. Winning, getting big value here. Bonesy might get punished by Mikey, however he's getting the Omega Pocket treatment currently. But, you know, Genji pick, kind of unconventional, however Mikey is such a good Genji, can easily get value off this.
Speaking of value, I mean, the anti comes through as well as the mines. That's going to be able to, you know, basically have the Altago's wondering exactly where you're going to go. But, I mean, maybe they're just going to go back and find picks. They may not be able to get, you know, much cart progress, but they're able to sleep Rebro. They should be able to find this pick with the grass coming through from Rebro. Unfortunately, going to get antied. And now Rebro just on the run, trying to play as best as they can for their life. Unfortunately, there's no health pack for them right there. And Bonesy's going to finish up that kill. Now the Awesome Anglers with another numbers advantage, and Sonic Chronic with another visor built up.
Purple Jesus has locked the God. Reset can't do more. Absolutely dominant on the reset here, although it is a reset. Bonesy finds the pick onto Frosty. Nano Visor comes in. Trans committed from Netier. Sonic Chronic's got to look to live here. They stabilize. Flux comes through. Mirrored fluxes. Ribro gets punished throughout his, though. A better flux from Booney. Nano Blade committed from Mikey. EMP to counter, however, the damage has already been done. Mikey finds 2 with that. And that's not really a great fight from the Anglers. They commit Flux, Soldier Ult, EMP, Nano, and Rally to no avail. Although the Pusheens also committed a lot, you know, they're the ones on defense. Purple Jesus is going to be getting this Bongo, as well as Nathan getting this Visor very soon.
They have the luxury to commit a lot, knowing that Technology left the game. Yep. Just as I say that, rip. Good pause just in time. So, yeah, they're gonna be down to support.
Kind of unfortunate pause. Kerbalji might have to make the swap over to like a Lucio or a Mercy in order to get back in time.
I think
Or a Moira.
Technology was she the only one that was like actually close on an ultimate too?
No, she was 30% to 1.
Oh, okay, 30% to 1. Still,
But,
maybe the closest, but
yeah, 35, so was the closest. But Bonesy makes the swap over to Diva for the stall. Guess he doesn't want to go like, you know, ball against the Soldier on or Zen. Probably won't get too much value, so opts to go Diva. Has a good defense matrix, although maybe not like the most optimal hero in this team comp. You know, he just needs to make it back in time.
Booney has some Discord on him. You know, nice Discord.
Yeah.
Nuttier. Yeah.
Okay, hard prediction. Netier's gonna 5-board, but Booney right now and kill him. 3, 2, 1. Okay, nope, I was wrong.
Nope. But Zealous almost goes down. Unfortunately, the Pokhara Pusheens aren't going to be able to find those picks, but the double shield is doing absolutely wonders. And Diva just looking for the contest. Bonesy just dancing around on the point. All the DM utilized to just get this touch, but gonna get discorded, gonna get countered. The anti's gonna come through as well, and Mikey Rebro, the entire DPS and support and tank line just gonna turn online, and wow, that's just gonna be a complete, you know,
Third point hold.
third point hold.
Yeah. You know, it was kind of like Angler struggled to cap both first and second. But, yeah, from there, when Purple Jesus made the swap over to the Risa, he's kind of, you know, that ironclad defense, currently leading his team in final blows with 15. You know, Risa more of a supportive hero. You know, you put down your shield, you pull people. However, in these cleanups, he's getting some value, or getting a lot of final blows. Whereas, you know, his opponents on the tank, not really doing as much. Booney currently sitting with one final blow. Played a lot of Reinhardt and Sigma. However, as Ryan was kind of a shield bot, you kind of just had to against that comp. They're running Ana, Zen, Soldier, Sigma. And Hog. So, like, realistically, what can you do? They're going back to it. Maybe they can time their engages a little bit better here, but
Booney's probably the most intelligent shield bot you can have, in my opinion.
yeah, you know,
On the Reinhardt.
very, very smart player. However, shield botting just in general, it's not going to win you maps kind of thing. Unless you're DPS swag out. Or your off-tank swags out. Which, you know, maybe on defense they'll do that. Bonesy going back to the Zarya, deciding he can do more.
Yep. Looks like Booney looking to hold close, maybe going for a little bit of art charge with a fire strike with Bonesy, but they're gonna hold close against basically fully dive composition from Purple Jesus, Rebro, and the rest of the Pokhara Pusheens. So the question is, will they be able to figure out exactly where this ball is? Because as of right now, oh my god, Zealous just gets absolutely shut down. Purple Jesus just rolling in and quite literally rolling over their entire team with the help of Mikey. They're just gonna collapse in, and the shield bot of Booney not gonna have any more shield to use. Bap Lamp was utilized, but just instantly taken out, and wow, that's dominance.
Yep, Bonesy has already decided he can't do more. Honestly, that comes straight off the back of Nathan. Nathan, throughout this entire series, has just been getting opening pick after opening pick. You know, kind of cracking open points before, you know, the fight even starts. Right there, I don't even know how he found a pick. He somehow isolated someone and killed them. And yeah, Bonesy trying to make some heroics here, but the fight's already lost essentially. Wait, no?
I mean, he can't do more, right?
Yeah, he can't do more.
He got two fixed. He can't do more. That's just how it goes, right?
Yeah, when Bonesy's on the hog, can't do more. Get pick after pick.
Yep. Also, maybe the C9 not gonna test the cart, but the picks are coming through.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to control high ground. It was pretty good. A good ball engage should isolate Sonic Chronic, although he gets a really hard packed, and Bonesy ends up punishing Purple Jesus on the ball.
Purple Jesus should be able to get a fairly quick reset here, though, so it should be all right for them, and the high ground is in the favor of the awesome anglers. Rebo maybe looking for that contest, able to build up the bomb as Bonesy's just tormenting the backline, eventually going to be stopped by Mikey. Mikey's insane with these final blows.
Yeah, kind of turning it up on the Genji, one of his signature heroes. You know, proving why, you know. Although Genji might be one of the worst DPS in the game right, in current Overwatch 1, you know. Showing that he can make him work.
They have 6 ultimates, by the way. They haven't used anything.
Yeah. We're most likely just going to see a Nano Blade come in here, which theoretically should be a team fight lane, bearing some heroics from someone on the anglers.
They have no way to really, you know, counter it. I mean, the mines are also going to come through, and that's going to push them back, line them up perfectly for Mikey. Mikey gets nanoed, but still going to be able to shut down a Miro. The nano might have been the heroics we were looking for, but unfortunately not going to find anything. Bonesy finds the hook, but also gets shut down. I mean, Still 3 ults on the board, 3 ults used to win that fight, but there are 3 ults to counter on the side of the Awesome Anglers now. Now maybe going to be 4 or 5. They almost have all their ultimates, and EMP or Whole Hog utilized in the right hands can be a fight winner.
Yeah, River most likely going to be looking for a counter bomb here or a bomb engage. Potentially countering the EMP, finds a kill onto Booney. Mikey punishes Sonic Chronic and gets a punish onto Kerbology. Bonesy's going to need some heroics in order to win this. Gets nanoed, pops the whole log, does fall though. And who's going to touch? I don't think anyone really is able to, and that's a 3-1 series win for the Pusheens.
GGs have been dropped in the chat. The Pusheens really showing up when it matters most and doing an amazing job, I think, on all the maps they're winning, and even on Route 66 of just playing together, playing as a team, then making the comp swaps when they need to. They figured out that they can really win as long as they have the right composition, and the right composition was apparently, you know, something different every time, but that didn't matter because they were able to make the necessary swaps when they needed to. And I mean, I was yelling for that team, and overall shot calling, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, all I'm saying, you know, I might have called originally 3-0. However, I changed it to a 3-1. I might have changed it back to a 3-0, but it ended up being 3-1. So, you know, I said that at some point.
Basically, you're always right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I was right personally, but dominant performance from the Pusheens, you know, proving in my heart why they're the number 2 team. But from there, you know, you kind of just got to talk about the players. Purple Jesus getting a lot of value on the main tank. Not necessarily as much on the DPS. Did have some Tracer heroics, probably leading that team in shot calling. However, I think, in my opinion at least, Nathan was like, the big player of the series, getting opening pick after opening pick on the DPS. Made the swap over to main tank, and I believe for most of the map, if not the entire one, was leading the team in final blows actually.
And like, also, the other thing about MVP, it's value for SR. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, Mikey, Purple Jesus showing up, but they're both high SR players. Nathan, sort of like a middle SR player, I think, around, you know, plat diamond levels. So,
yeah, and
yeah.
absolutely coming huge and dominating the series. So, in my opinion, Nathan MVP. So,
Yep, same with me. I think we're both in agreement. Do you want to hop over to the lounge? Yes, we'll
yep,
be hopping over to the
let's
lounge.
go.
Hopefully, Nathan, if you hear us, if you see us, join us in lounge. And we are back in the lounge and with Pushy Nathan in the chat as well. Nathan, how did your game go? What are your initial thoughts, or I guess closing thoughts on the game?
Honestly, at the end, I was kind of getting farmed. I was kind of just getting walked at by Booney, but it went a lot better than I thought it was gonna go because like I just got back from like a week vacation, so I haven't played for a week and I'm feeling sick, but I'm really happy with how like the game went.
Wow, hasn't played in a week, feeling sick and still dominates. You got so many opening picks on the DPS. Then, you know, on the main tank, especially on your monkey on attack, you're just getting. I think you were leading your team in final blows for most of Route 66 actually. Getting a lot of opening picks, confirming fight wins. So, you know, some amazing play from you, even if you were, you know, had 2 negatives going on you.
Yeah, I gotta give credit to Ribro there though. We were a lot more coordinated and like he was DMing me a lot because they had a lot of anti dives, so him like letting me survive through all that was really good. So
Yeah, great play from him as well.
Overall, great job. Who do you feel like on their team? Obviously, you played two different roles, so it might be different for both those different roles, but who do you feel like was the hardest one to counter? Or who are you looking out for most?
yeah, so on the hog in that last game, Bonesy was just a menace. He was just walking me down on Soldier. And on King's Row, like my main job was just to flash him on his engage. So definitely him. Even when I would flash him, sometimes he'd still kill me, which I don't know. He's too good. So definitely got to give it to Bonesy.
Yeah, the Bonesy effect. Absolutely
Bonesy, yeah.
dominates every game he's in,
Can't
even if
can't
his
For
do
team's not
real.
more.
winning. Can't do more. Locks hog, yeah. But yeah, you know, I think we should just, you know, get into it, ask the big question. You're not MVP for this game. Who would you give it to on your team?
Um, honestly, I think I think I gotta give it. I really want to give it to Ribro because he was playing really well on the Diva, but I wanna give some credit to Mikey. Um, like last week, he had like 89% kill participation, which was something I have never ever seen. Like anything close to
I
that.
remember that. I casted that
Yeah, that
match. That
was
was
that
Oh
was
fun.
yeah.
crazy. And whenever I watch the VOD afterwards on the games, and I think, yeah, I did good these games. But then I see like Mikey's stats compared to mine, and I'm like, oh, probably probably did not do like as good as I thought I did. But yeah, just gotta
Yeah.
give it to Mikey. I his champ pool matches mine just like perfectly. I get to play hit scan every game, which is my most comfortable DPS, and couldn't ask for a better DPS duo in GWL. So
The
gotta
nice
give it
thing
to him.
the nice thing about Mikey is he's kind of just plays everything, right?
Yeah.
Pizza Pirates, he originally started as the hit scan player. However, after some swaps and Rory coming into play main tank and Khan moving, he ended up being the flex DPS. So has high level experience on both. So
Hmm.
he can literally just play everything. He can complement anyone's pool. So
For real. Yeah.
If I can ask one more question, what do you think about the future of the Pokhara or Pokhara Pusheens? I realized I've been saying it wrong the entire time. My apologies to the Pusheens people. I'll just apologize to you and everybody else in the chat. But what do you think about the future? Because obviously you started out a little bit lower on the standings, and now you guys are making your way up. You were fourth before this map, and this may push you up into third. So you feel like you're underrated, overrated? What do you think?
Well, coming into this game, I think we were really underrated. I think people are underestimating um, the PJ and Mikey duo. Um, and also, like, our backline is really solid. Like, we're like in our first couple of games, we weren't as coordinated, but I think we're starting to coordinate a lot better. We're starting to peel for each other a lot better. So I think we are definitely really underrated. I think we have a bright future in this season.
Some five-person dead eyes.
all I'm saying,
Pretty
I'm
big.
in the same boat as you. At the beginning of the series, I said you guys were the second best team in Gopherwatch. Like, I can't put you over my team because I have to give my team a false sense of confidence. But
Imp
Yeah, that's true.
supremacy. Wait, what? Hold up.
yeah, I think you guys are at the very least the second best team. So I can't wait to see what you guys end up doing in the playoffs. But thank you everyone for coming out and watching this lovely match between the Pusheens and the Anglers. This was Trey casting as well as War on the cast
Howdy.
and Fedora on the production. So thank you to Fedora. GG's Nathan, and have a good day, everyone. And
GG's.
good
Thanks
night.
for having me.